Melody here. You might know me as Apple Pie Movement. I am a humanitarian sharing the conversations with humanity which need to be heard. Mariko, a former delegate to the Indian Peace Summit, a UN speaker and best-selling author, discusses in our talk today how love can transform the world and our spirit. So come on, grab a piece of pie and join the conversation. And looking at life in a different way too, because one thing that you mentioned was leaning into your pain and using your pain to fuel your purpose.
Yes.
And one of the beautiful experiences that happened over your event was I've never experienced yoga before, so it was a beautiful experience for me, and I've carried a pain around in my hip that I have not been able to get rid of since my father passed, and one of the stretches, you just kind of came by and adjusted me just slightly, and I felt for the first time it go from this tight ball to just not so tight of a ball. And then afterwards you're talking about using your pain, because the holidays really just derailed me. I mean, I got this momentum and this good energy, and I started this movement and everything, and then the holidays just, because I had a really amazing dad. I had a good, so I remember all of the holidays, and then those good memories made me sad, and it put me in such a tailspin so far back. So when you were talking about using your pain to fuel your purpose, that resonated with me, because I know there are so many people I have met that have a pain that they are dealing with, and if you can look at that pain from a new perspective and not look at it as something that you just have to carry around with you forever, but you can use it to fuel your purpose and to let go of that. How can people in our audience let go of pain and negative emotions that they don't want to have but somehow feel are attached to them? How can they loosen that up?
Great question. So, I am of the school of thought that whatever experience and whatever fears and doubts and any negativity, it is a part of us. And if it's a part of us, it's not like there's a school of positivity that says, negative thoughts are bad, so only think the positive. And I tend to think that's not very balanced or possible.
No, I agree, because then you start feeling more negative thoughts because, I'm thinking negative thoughts and now that's bad and I shouldn't be doing that. And then you kind of beat yourself up.
You start to, because light and dark both exist in this world, and yoga is about, using the darkness, using all the darkness to really framing it, learning to frame it so that it serves your growth. Right, so if you can use each moment, whether it's negative or positive, and be able to frame it, because our understanding is the most precious thing in this world. It's like how we understand things, how we capture things, that's how we interpret what happens to us, right? I mean, stuff happens, and it's in how we interpret and what meaning we give to that determines how we act.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for another Apple Pie Table Talk. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.